For your Navisworks. Let me tell you about the Navisworks. So Autodesk Navisworks is a comprehensive project review solution that supports 5D simulation, coordination, analysis, and communication of design intent and constructability. Multidisciplinary design data created in a broad range of building information modeling, digital prototype, and process plan design application can be combined into a single integrated project model. So it's like it's the software for your reviewing purpose, coordination, your simulation purpose. Okay, so like this multidisciplinary model created in a broad range of application, including information from building information modeling, digital prototypes, and process plan design, can be combined into a single integrated project model and published into NWD format. So about all this NWD format or Navisworks file formats, I'm coming into that. Uh, so into NWD format using Autodesk Navisworks. Uh, uh, so we have different type of Navisworks like Autodesk Navisworks Simulate and Autodesk Navisworks Manage, and we have Autodesk Navisworks Freedom. Uh, so this uh, Autodesk Manage is the complete package for your Navisworks. So Navisworks Manage can provide this 5D simulation, coordination, this analysis, the review, and combination of all multidisciplinary model. So it's like the complete project. You can do all these things. And about Navisworks Simulate. So Navisworks Simulate, like you can do simulation, but here you cannot do the class checking. Here you cannot do the quantity takeoff, but you can do the simulation, you can do the animation. And about the freedom, so freedom is like the free viewer. You can only view. All right. Sorry. Sorry, guys. So Navisworks Freedom software is the free viewer for your NWD file. That freedom to extend the whole project view to all project stakeholders, helping to improve communication and collaboration. So it's just only for viewing your model. You cannot do class check or simulation, anything you cannot do. You cannot save even in Navisworks Freedom. So I hope you have seen that when you have installed Navisworks, you got these three different type. Just a second, guys. Yeah, okay. So this is about your Navisworks and about the file formats of your Navisworks. So I was talking about that NWD file, and it also has NWC file and NWF files. So what is NWC file and what is NWF file and what is NWD file? Let me talk about that. Uh, so first, let me talk about NWC file. So it's like this is the by default file format, and you can in Navisworks you can open any software files like CAD files, Revit files, SketchUp files. You can open here. So when you open or append any native CAD files or laser scan files or Revit files in Autodesk Navisworks, a cache file is created in the same directory and with the same name as the original file, but with an .nwc file extension. So NWC files are smaller than the original files. Like if you are exporting Revit file or you're appending or opening it, Revit files, so you will see that one NWC files is created in the same directory, and NWC files are the smaller than the original files. So it will speed up your access to commonly used files. So when you next open file or append file in Autodesk Navisworks, the data is read from the corresponding cache file if it is newer than the original file. And if the cache file is older, which means the original file has changed, Autodesk Navisworks converts the updated file and creates a new cache file for it. Now let me talk about NWF. So NWF file is used generally for your like when you insert all the multidisciplinary files to combine it as a single project file, right? That I was talking about, like your single integrated project model. So for that, you will choose NWF format. You will insert all the multidisciplinary files, and then you will save it as a NWF file. So when you save it as a NWF file, so that means like uh, you have all the links of the original files. You have all the links. So you have inserted all the all the Revit files or any other software files in your Navisworks softwares, and you will have the link. It's like your CAD links or Revit links in your Revit software. So it's like that. And NWD is the final format. When you complete your task, everything is done. So you save it. So there will be no link between all your Revit files or your uh, NWC files, whatever you have inserted. So there will be no link. So in NWD file contains all model geometry together with Autodesk Navisworks specific data, such as review markups. And you can think of an NWD file as a snapshot of the current state of the model. So NWD file is the final format and combined format. There is no link provided. But if you have NWF, so that means you have all the links containing within that file. Uh, so whenever you are sharing NWF file, so you have to share the original native files. All right. And if you are sending NWD file, that means that is the final file. You don't have to share any other files. So there, everything is provided. Okay, so these are the three types. Okay. Now let me share you that when you open any file here, okay, and let me just open Revit
Sir,
also. Yeah.
the NWD file is the binded file of all the links. Is it
Yes.
okay? So when we are sending or sharing an NWF file, we need to share all the native files like Revit original file also because it is linked
Absolutely.
with. Okay,
Absolutely.
sir. Okay.
Types, no, sir.
Yeah. Hello.
Is NWF, NWD, and one more, sir.
NWC.
What is? Can you explain NFC, sir, again, please?
NWC. NWC is the cache file. So when you open or insert or append any CAD file or any other software file like Revit, so it will generally create NWC files. So it's like one product is created to interpret between your software and Naviswork. So this will speed up your data reading in Naviswork. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes. So this NWC is the default uh, what I say default type default file format. Okay. Uh, Let me open any Revit file here. So I'm going to directly open here. We have other options to open any Revit file or any other CAD files, any software files in Navisworks. So let me just directly open. So when I'll click on this open, and let me go to this desktop, and here I have some files. So you see that this architecture NWC files are created. So here the file types are dot nwd dot nwf dot nwc. So I'll not go for that. So let me just delete this. It was earlier created when I was demonstrating for other classes. So it was earlier created. Let me delete it. Let me delete that. Okay, so it will be created again. And here, let me choose Revit file. Yeah, so here you can see that from this list, I can choose Revit. So all the other like SketchUp, CAD, TWF, other FBX format, IFC formats, all these are there. 3D Studio, Inventor. So you can choose any of this. Let me choose Revit. Okay, so here, uh,
So
here I'm not.
Navisworks basically animation software or
I was mentioning in the beginning that this is for your review solution. You can create 5D simulation. This can be
oh,
used for coordination, for class checking.
okay, sir.
So we choose one file here. Okay, so this will be the file I'm going to open in my Navisworks. And you will see that one NWC file will be created here, and the date will be today's date and time. So let me share that. So click on open, and it will take time. For that, let me just share the screen again. Just a second. So it's extracting the geometry. Till then, let me share you like the screen where it is created that that NWC file. In that same directory, it is created. So let me share that desktop Revit, and here you can see that this is created. Yeah, .nwc file is created, and here you can see this is the date, right? And just a seconds ago, it was the earlier date, right? Have you noticed? Just a second earlier, it was the earlier date. And when I have opened, so this newly dated NWC files is created. That is that this thing I have already mentioned. So the older file was there, and right now it has been updated to the newer file with today's date, right? So in the same directory, it is created. I hope you all can see, right?
Yes, sir. But used in the starting, it was written as 738.
No, when it is all done, it will
O-
take that time.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So here I have one file. Okay. I can open that in my same file in my Revit as well. I can open that in Revit. So let me open in Revit. So let me open that. So this file, let me open it. So I'm opening in Revit as well to show you that it is linked with your Revit file. So whatever you do changes in Revit, it will be reflected in your Naviswork as well. So if you are still working in Revit and you are doing your class checking and your coordination in Naviswork, you can do that work simultaneously. So like if you are changing anything here, so let me do the changes. Suppose you just have shifted this door. Suppose. So after that, what you have to do, you have to save this. Okay. You have to save this, save this file, and then come to Naviswork here. And then you have to do the refresh. It will just take time.
So Navy's work 2021 is available in internet, sir.
Yes, it is available.
Okay, sir. Same. Get into my PC. That
Right,
works.
right.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So it will take time just. Uh, So you see that I have opened my Revit file and it is linked in a Navisworks. Okay. So the NWC file which is created, it works as a interpreter between Navisworks and uh, between your native software file. So this one, this linked option will work, right? Here you can see, right? Let me do that again. Here. And after that, you do have to save, otherwise it will not save these changes. Okay. And it the data cannot and in the software file directly like that. So then it will maintain the link. Okay. Let me show you other options how you can open like open your uh, software files in Navisworks. Let me show you other options. So just let me complete this step. Okay, so the reflection, the change is reflected here. And now let me show you this. You can create a new file. So here in Naviswork, you can only open a single file at a time. Like Revit, you cannot open multiple files at a time. You cannot do that in Naviswork. You just can open one single file at a time in Naviswork. So again, you have to create a new file. So right now we have a new blank file. Nothing is inserted. Okay. So after that, you can directly open any NWC files. NWC files you can open. So suppose you have this Revit file and you can generate NWC file from your Revit. So for that, just come to this add-in option. So in this add-in tab, you will get this external tool. And if you click on this drop down, you will get this Navisworks 2021 and Navisworks switchback. So about this Navisworks switchback, I will come on this part later. So you have this Navisworks 2021. So if you click on this Navisworks 2021, it will create one NWC file. I hope this small window is visible to you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, so you see that one NWC file will be created, and you can only save it as NWC file. You cannot save it as NWD or NWF. So as I've mentioned already, like NWF or NWD is a combination of multidisciplinary files, so that you cannot do here. And about this NWC file settings, you can go to this Navisworks settings and you can do the changes. So this is the file reader and your Revit file is selected, and you can check all this option, whatever is needed. So you can do the settings. So if you are adding your lights, so you can convert them. So convert means you are converting them to NWC file. So that's why. And all the files like your CAD files, your any linked files are there. So that you want to convert. Okay, and if any URLs are there, and what will be the coordinates where it will be placed. So is it shared coordinates or the internal coordinates? So let's set it to internal, and it will divide into levels. Okay, as per this levels, it will divide all the files, so that you can, if you want to uncheck this, you can uncheck here. And what you want to export, do you want to export the entire project or just the current view or just the selection? So you can select any particular component of your Revit file, and that file only be exported. So you can choose. Okay, now everything is done. You can go with the current view. Okay, and if you want to export entire project, so you can choose that. So let's go with that entire project. It may take time. It's a heavier file. So let's go for OK. And where I want to save it, let me save within desktop. Let me save within desktop and click on save. So it will take time to generate NWC file. And let me So till then, let me show you one thing that if you are not getting this external tool option, suppose you are not getting this external tool option. So like if you have installed your Naviswork first and then you have installed your Revit, then you will not get this external tool, this option. So first you have to install your Revit, then you have to install your Naviswork, then only you will get this. So if you are not getting this, you have done this, done any mistake, you are not getting this. So what you can do is you can search. I hope this browser is visible. So you can search like Autodesk, Naviswork. export utility. So one exporter you have to download. So let me see. Yeah. So you can select this one, Navisworks 3D Viewer free download. No, sorry, this is the freedom. No, this not this is yeah. So here you have this Navisworks NWC export utility. So you can choose any other exporter also. Suppose you have Navisworks 2016 or any lower version than the Revit. So for that, you have to choose Navisworks Exporter 2019. Suppose you have Navisworks 2019 version and you have Revit 2021 version. So for that, you have to download this and install this Navisworks Exporter 2019 version, right? So that you can do. Okay. And if you just want to have Navisworks Freedom for only viewing purpose, you can download Navisworks Freedom.
Sir, if you're using 2019 in Rivet, we should use Navisworks 2019 only, like that, sir?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So if you are not using the same version, then you have to download this this exporter. Then only you can you can have that
Add in
exporter
the.
option.
Okay.
Yes, yes, right. So better it you do the same. So don't have
Okay.
to worry about. Yeah. So now let me jump into this Navisworks. I hope this Navisworks screen is visible. And then go to this one and here directly go to this open. And now I'll be opening my Navisworks files. So I'll come to desktop and here it is saved. So I'll open this one. Okay, right now this is opened. As I have mentioned that this is the uh, what do you say smaller file in size than your original file. So it will speed up the data reading. Now we have this NWC files. So when you generate NWC files from your Revit, so it's right now you cannot do that link here. Okay, like that which I was doing earlier, like this. You cannot, even if you save it. So here this refresh will, yeah, this refresh will not work. Okay. So right now you have opened this NWC files. Now let me show you how you can create NWD or NWF files. So for that, let me create. Yeah. So okay. Now I have opened one NWC file for architecture, and for any other multidisciplinary file, let me open like structural files or that. So before opening any other NWC file within your Navisworks, let me go to that option and here about your models. So about any other NWC files. So here you can see about the precision. So you can go that precision. So you can change it. And about file readers. So if you are going with the Revit files, so you can set it. Okay. All these things you can set, right? So from here you can do all these changes. All right. And if you want to import any files, you can import it from here. Okay. So now let me do this. Uh, Uh, this is about file readers. Uh, Now let me show you other settings as well. So about general and about your project directory here, you have this location. So where your projects will be saved, you can um, give that location. That will be the default location. You can uh, define that. Okay. And about auto save. So if you saving it or auto save file location, uh, it will be saved here. Okay. And its time between save minutes is 15. So you can change the time. Okay. And so suppose if you are having any uh, crash or any fatal error, so it will save and you will get the backup within your C drive. Here you will get that. So do check what is the location for your device. Okay. And about the interface, about this interface, you have some display units. So here you can change the display units. What will be the unit? Okay. So for linear units, you have meters. You can change it to millimeters and other unit. And about angular units, you can set it to radians and others. So these are fine. And about the precision, so that is set to decimal places 3. You can uh, decrease it. Okay. And about the sectioning, we have enabled sectioning. So I will show you about sectioning in Navisworks. So outline color is red. You can change it to others like this one. You can change it to. And about the selection, so this highlight is enabled and pick radius is 1. So these are the settings for your selection. And about measure, so the measurement, when you will put measurement, what will be the text color and all. So about the text color, you can change it to magenta. And line thickness, that is right now 1. So I'm okay with that line thickness. About the measurement color, so that is the measurement color. So when you'll be measuring, this will be the color. And you'll be converting to red line color. So about red line, I will talk about later when I will demonstrate dimension and measurement. So you can change it to measurement color or red line. We are okay with that. And about the anchor style, so that is right now circle, cross, you can change it. And these are the values you can understand. And about snapping, so snap to vertex, snap to edge, you can check this. Okay. And all other properties we have, like for the display, 2D rendering, and all this graphics have. Okay. And let me talk about the grids. So if you were showing grids, so these will be the colors. Okay. About in user interface, the theme is dark right now. You can change it to light. Okay. You can see that is changed. You can change it to dark again. And about the grids and 3D connections. So it's like the speed. So right now, its speed is at the normal. So when you are moving anything like walking around or flying around, I will demonstrate that. So for that you have this speed option about your motion. When you create your animation, what will be the speed? So you can control it here. And about the navigation bar, so you have some navigation bar. So about navigation bar, you are all aware of that. In AutoCAD, in Revit, you have seen navigation bar. So for that, what will be the orbit tools and this you can check. So these are like style for your orbit tool. And about view cube, you can set all the settings for the view cube. So we are okay with it right now. And about steering wheel, so you know what is steering wheels. So for that you can do this settings. And for a model, I want this is right now about the performance. So memory limit is auto, you can set it, and it will merge duplicates on convert on append. Okay, so on append it is checked. If it is unchecked, so I will come on that append option. So right now, when it will merge all the duplicates, the on this are checked. Okay, and collapse on convert composite object. So these are right now select. So I don't want to close on load. This should be unchecked. Okay, and this is temporary file location. Okay, so right now this is not needed. And about this tools, so class detection, this is there. Okay, so for this class detection, I have this highlight colors for item one, this is red, for item two, this is green. And for timeliner, we have this settings. Okay, so when I'll be demonstrating about this, I will come on this settings at that time. There you will understand better. And now this is just the overview about all your settings. Let me click on OK, and let me bring some other files. So for that, what you will do, you will go for append. So when you are inserting uh, other multidisciplinary files, so for that you will go with either append or merge. So you can see, you can read it here, like nothing new to tell me. uh, adds geometry and data from selected files to the current 3D model or 2D sheet. So it will merging removes duplicate content such as geometry and markups. Okay, so if there are any duplicate content such as geometry and markup, so even your some duplicate models are there, so it will remove. Okay, uh, then this merge, and this will retain. If you go for this append option, this will retain your duplicate files in Navisworks. And that was there, like NWD file, NWC. Uh, yeah, so here you see that appending and merging option is there. So when appending or merging, ask before adding the files, remaining sheets or models to the current project. That is fine. We are fine with that. And uh, where I was showing. Yeah, so here you see this merge duplicates option is checked. So it will on append, it will merge it, but it will retain. But if you go for that merge here, so it will not retain, it will remove it. So as because that option is checked, that merge option within this option, that merge in append option is checked. So your duplicate object will be merged. Okay, it will retain and it will be merged. And if you are going with this merge option, so it will remove all your duplicate content. So let me go with this append here, and let's select your NWC files. So you can append your Revit files or any other files. So for that, it will be created. Your NWC files will be created. So that you all know that whenever you are uh, opening or inserting any other software files. So that NWC file will be created. Now let me directly open NWC file. So I have already some NWC files. So this is NWD file. Let me open this NWC files. So let me open this mechanical file. And let's go for open. And here you can see this is inserted. Okay, the placement as per the project internal coordinates. This is right now placed. Okay, so here you have the two files. Okay, and later what we'll do, you will save it. When you are saving it, we'll be saving it as either NWF or NWD file. Okay, so here you can see that here is no option like NWC. So I hope you have the concept about NWC. So it's nothing like you will not be saving it as NWC file. So NWC files is your cache file. Here you can do either NWD. So if you don't need that link, you can do NWD and you can save it as NWF file as well. So right now let's not save it. Okay, so now about the selection tree. So about selection, we have this selection tree. So this is checked right now. And you have this selection tree. Okay, so you can see, you can pin it. You can go for auto hide. So it will pin it right now and you can click and it will hide. So click on this selection tree and let me pin this. And this is about your standard. So if you have any compact files, you can choose properties. As per properties, you will have your uh, all the items. Here you can see as per the properties. Here you can see the list of all the components present here. So here, let me go with the standard. So architectural standard, your mechanical standard. You can select all of them together and you can open the tree. So this symbol is to open this tree, and here you can select only this component air terminals, and you can again open that tree. So you can open all these trees and you can select by the components. Okay, so you can select by the components and you can select by the discipline together itself. Okay, so this is about your selection tree. You can select through this, and you can simply select by clicking on any item. So here what you will do, it will open that component here within selection tree. You can see that this basic wall is selected right now, and this is the wall which is selected right now. Okay, and here what is selected, you can check the properties here. This properties option is there, properties window is there, and anything like you can add a new data tab. So I will come on that later. So just right now know that you can add any data tab within your properties. Okay, uh, you have this item number, item details about the Revit material. Okay, and if there are, so about all this, you have this property details. So even if you are selecting like manually, it will open up like it will open up in this selection tree, and from there you can find out your materials and all the details. Okay, so this is about your selection tree, how you'll be selecting. Now let me hide this, and you can click outside to deselect any item, or else you can press escape double times. Okay, and again for selecting, you can choose either this option, and this is the default condition, like you are selecting this. Okay, suppose you want to pan, so here you have this pan option, and you can pan it, and to escape from your pan command, you can click on this select, or you can press double escape. Let me click on this. So right now there, and you can pan with the scroll button like the similar in Revit and AutoCAD. So all the navigation is similar in all the Autodesk softwares. Okay. So orbiting around is holding the shift and your mouse middle button. You can orbit around. Okay. Now let me show you about this walk fly mode. Okay. So for that, let me zoom in. So about the zoom in, you can use your scroll button, or else you can do this here from here, zoom window or zoom selected or zoom all. So you can go with this zoom window and this part will be zoomed, right? So you can choose this. Let me go inside with the zoom. Okay. So right now I'm within this building right now. Okay, with my zoom. And if you want to change the view, like you want to change the visual style, so that you can do, you can come to this viewpoint. Within this viewpoint tab, you have this mode. So right now you are at shaded mode. So you all know about the shaded visual style. You can change it to wireframe. You can change it to hidden line, and you can change it to realistic. So the realistic is named full render in Navisworks. Okay, you can change this. And about pan, zoom window. So these are all available here. So right now, let me show you about the look around. So look around is like your position is fixed and you're looking around from that position. Okay, can look back. So your position, see, I hope you can understand that your position is not being changed. Your position is fixed. Now you can simply look at, you can simply select anything and you can look at. So let me come back to the previous. So for that, what I'll do, I will come back to the this steering wheel and I'll go to that rewind, and it will bring me back to the previous position. Okay. Now let me go for this focus, and you can simply focus on this. So it will focus on this part. The view will set like it will be focusing only to that item and to that point. Okay. Now let me again go to this steering wheel. So you know this is the steering wheels, and here your center, look, walk, look up, down. This is available. So let me go to the rewind option, and here with this steering wheels, you can walk. You can use walk. You can use another. So let me click on this center. So right now your view is centerized within your screen. Okay. And you can choose look option. So this is I have already showed you, and you can set your camera position up or down. You can change the camera position up or down. Okay. So now let me show you about this walk and fly mode. So when you choose walk, and here also it is selected. So for this, you can click on this gravity. So when you'll be walking around, you will see that you came to the floor, right? So that you can choose gravity for having a uh, better visualization, like you are actually walking around your model. Here you can see, right? With the arrow, you can change. So it's like the gaming effects. I hope you have played some games. So there, how you control with holding the left key, you will be walking around, and with the arrows, you can change. Okay. And now let me show you the uh, focus. So you are looking right now, looking straight. And now if you scroll uh, down, if you scroll down, so that means you are looking uh, more at the bottom, focusing. And if you are scrolling up, sorry, sorry, my mistake. If you are scrolling up, so that means you are looking more at the bottom. And if you are scrolling down, means scrolling towards your side. If you are scrolling your scroll button towards your side, so that means you are more looking at the upside. Okay. Now, if you want to fix your position after this rotate, if you want to fix this position, you can simply just hold left your left mouse button, and you can rotate around. Okay, you can just simply, what you can do, you can just simply click on that to rotate. You can just simply like rotate your mouse holding your left key. Okay, so this how you will be using your walking option. And with the scroll button, you can change the position. The scroll button, you can change your position. Okay. And with the holding left click and moving your mouse forward, you can move. And again, scroll button, you can change your position. Right. And scrolling up or down, you can set the view, and then you can move around. Right now I'm holding my scroll button and moving. So now let me go to this third person. So you will have one third person, and you can see like that third person is walking around like that. Okay, now let me go with the fly option here. Let me go with this fly. So it's fly like you can fly around your model. So there will be no restriction. So whenever you are walking around your model, so that means you have set your vision to your eye level. And now if you're at the fly mode, so that means you can have any level for your vision. Okay. All right.
What building is this, sir?
Sorry.
What type of building is this?
This is one hotel.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is how you'll be navigating. All right. And all this option you can have within this navigation bar. All right, so now let me show you another option. Like if you are selecting, you can select with this selection box option. Like you can select like this selection box. So for that you have to do this. If you want to select by your selection box, so you cannot do without choosing this or without specifying this selection box. So here you have to specify the selection box and then only you can specify. Okay. So right now the same process to create your selection box, like if you are going with the green window selection like effect. So here you will not see any green color or any color effects. So it will uh, that how to create your green window selection in AutoCAD. It's the same procedure you will be following to get that green window selection effect in Navisworks. So like with this side, right side, you click and dragging towards left. Okay, so it will be like, sorry, I think here you can see, right? So and okay, so sorry, I have made mistake. So like green window selection kind of effects you can have if you drag from the left to right, then you can have green window kind of selection. And if you are going with this uh, right to left, then you will have your blue window kind of selection. So this way you will be selecting, and after choosing this selection box, you cannot normally select like clicking on the object. You cannot normally select. You have to select it by the selection window. And after this selection window, if you want to select all the same components, if you want to select all the same components, so then you go with the select same, either by same name or by same type. So you can go with the same type. So all the same type of doors will be selected. I hope you all can see, right? So this way your selection will be easier. Here you have you can find any items if you have any item number or uh, your name of your component. You can search for it. Okay, and you will have that. Now if you want to hide it, so here you can click on hide and that will be hidden. And to bring it back, you can click on unhide all. Okay, and these are selected right now. If you want to hide which are unselected, so you can click on this hide unselected. Okay, now you can bring those back. Let me unhide all, and you can lock them. So these are right now locked, so you cannot change any position. Okay, so you can see this is required. So this is like you have locked it, so you cannot change the position. So you can again go for unrequire all. Okay, all right. Right now this will allow you, and we have this selection inspector, so you can go with that. So let me have this select, and you can go with the selection inspector. So it will inspect, it will show you that this is the hotel room door and this is the item type, this is the door. Okay, so this will like show item, it will more focus on that item if you click on that. And it will again deselect if you click on this. And you can save this selection. So right now I'm not saving this selection. So about that save selection, also you will get it here. So about that save selection, I will demonstrate it later. Uh, Now let me click on this quick properties and about this item category. Okay, so this will take time, I think. about this quick property definition and about this save selection, I will demonstrate in the next class. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope you understand.